Hello, boys and girls. I'm not sure what's going on today. Feels like it's an April Fool's Day to me. Um, so I did our math video, and it was just the slideshow that we usually watch. It doesn't show any of the book we did. So I've already written in the book, but I do need to go over it with you. So if you would grab your book, we are on page 206. And I'm going to go get the camera, and hopefully everything works. All right. All right, so based on the slideshow, it says, why can both 28 divided by 7 and blank times 7 equals 28 be used to solve the problem above that we were doing? So what I had written and gone over slowly with you was 28 divided by 7 equals 4, and question times 7 equals 28, that would be 4. These both can be used because we can organize 28 coins in rows of 7 to find out how many are in each row, because these are the same fact family. And then I wrote the fact family here. 4 times 7 is 28. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 divided by 7 is 4. And 28 divided by 4 is 7. So just a little bit of an explanation there. If you need to pause, please do. I'm thinking you're going to need to pause because it's all a lot of writing there. All right, so then at the top here, it says, look back at the problem on page 206. It says, suppose Sabrina put 8 more quarters in her bank. How many $1 bills can she trade for the quarters in her bank now? So there were 28, and he added 8, so that gave us 36, okay? So 36 divided by, it takes 4 quarters to make $1. So if I take the 3 and the 6 and add them together, I know that's 9. If I do my nines trick, 36, that means that my answer is 9. $9 bills be what we get. On number 2, Calvin solves the equation 49 divided by 7 equals blank. How does this help him complete the equation? 7 times blank equals 49. So we drew pictures of 7 things until we got up to 49 altogether, and there were 7 out of 7. So 7 times 7 equals 49, and 49 divided by 7 equals 7. All right. On this side, it just said to use multiplication or division to complete the equations. On this one, 45 divided by 5, we skip counted by 5, which gave us 9. And we know that this answer has to be 9 as well. And to double check it, we can add the 4 and the 5, and we get a 9. So we can use it to multiply by 9. Number 4, 3 times what equals 21? 21 divided by 3 equals what? So skip counting by 3, we got to 7 boxes. So 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, so number 6. 6 times what is 30? So I drew 6 in a row until I had 30, and that makes 5 rows. So 5 times 6 is 30. 24 divided by 6 equals what? And 6 times what equals 24? So I drew 6 boxes and put 4 in each box to get to 24. So that's how I solved that one. And 6 times what equals 12? Well, 6 plus 6 equals 12, so I don't have to go too far. So 12 divided by 6 equals, oops. It's a good thing we had to come back in here, folks. I see an error. 6 times 2. 6 times 2. All right, if you need to pause to get this stuff written down, go for that. Go ahead and pause and get it down. And then we're going to come back here. We're going to do only the odds today. So Number 9, 6 times what equals 18, or 18 divided by 6 equals what? So skip counting by sixes. 6, 12, 18. That's 3 times. So we wrote down 3. Number 11 says find the product or quotient. 36 divided by 4 equals 9. Because he skip counted by 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. There's 9 of them. All right, number 13, 15 divided by 3 equals blank. I did 3 rows till I got to 15, and that tells me there are 5 rows. Number 15, 9 times 7 equals, so we can just do our little nines trick to make our hands look like 6. 5, 6, and we're going to put that 7th one down so that this says 63. So now I know that this one down here, number 7, is my answer. Okay, number 17, multiply 8 times 5. So I just skip counted by 5 8 times, and you get to 40. Divide 27 by 3s. So we're just listing out the 3s, and there are 9. Okay, go ahead and pause this if you need to get this written down. I'm kind of going by it a little fast because we've done it, but we didn't do it. On the backside. So on number 21, how many batches of trail mix can Eric make with 16 cups of peanuts, 15 cups of raisins, and 8 cups of walnuts? So to solve that, we need to go to the recipe over here and break down each one. So 16 cups of peanuts divided by 4 cups in each batch. We'll leave 4 left over. 15 divided by 3 equals 5, and 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So, can he make 5 batches? No, only one thing has 5, but they all have 4. So he can make 4 batches. Okay. Number 23, Amelia drew lines to divide these squares into parts. What is a way to name these parts? So she cut them into 4 pieces. So each piece is worth 1 out of 4. Okay, so another way to say this is it was cut into fourths. 4 parts. Okay. And number 25, Erin made 32 rings. She gives rings to 8 of her friends. Which 2 equations could be used to find the number of rings each friend gets? So you see that I chose 32 divided by 8 equals 4 because he doesn't, because she has 8 friends that she's dividing these up with. Excuse me. And 8 times 4 is 32, but 8 divided by 2 equals 4, and 4 times 2 equals 8 has nothing to do with the problem for C, so C's not right. B, 8 plus 32 equals 40, and 40 minus 32 equals 8. Well, that's not what we're working on either. 32 divided by 1 is 32, so we're not working on that one either, but we are working with 32 things divided among 8 people. We'll give 4 for each. So that's the answer for that one. All right, so on to our homework, guys. And Elijah, I'm sorry that this video is going this way for your very first time. It normally isn't like this, so I usually do these with you. So I apologize for that on your first day. But read the top here, go over that. It talks about multiplication and how it helps solve, and division and how it helps solve. We've got, we can draw a picture, we can make a bar diagram, so skip counting, anything like that. So these are all fact families on the first part. So 1 is 21 divided by 3 equals what? 3 times what equals 21? 21 divided by what equals 3? What times 3 equals 21? All of these should be the same number. So you're going to do that in each of these. 18 divided by 9, 18 divided by 6, 14 divided by 2, 32 divided by 4. The missing ones should all be the same number. Okay? That's a good way to check. On the back side, we're doing only the odds, so 11, 13, and 15. So for number 11, it says, suppose Ellis asked more classmates to name their favorite color. If 4 more classmates named blue this time, how many classmates named blue in all? You might have to go up here and do number 10 first before you can do number 11. Looks like they're tied together. So it says Ellis asks some classmates to name their favorite color. He records the information in his chart. How many classmates answered the question? So what we're looking at is blue because it talked about the blue ones. So we're really only looking for the blue to find out how many. Okay. Number 13, a music teacher has 4 drum kits. Each kit has 2 drumsticks. Each drumstick costs $3. How many drumsticks does she have? What is the cost to replace them all? So she has 4 kits times 2 makes 8. And they are $3 each, so it would be $24. Well, guess what? I was reading over this with you in the other video, and I went ahead and answered it. So you got a freebie on your homework. So make sure you've got everything else finished on your own. Okay, number 15. This is just like in the guided practice one that we just did. Tolan has 18 dog treats. He gives the same number of treats to 6 dogs at the animal shelter. Which 2 equations could be used to find the number of treats each dog gets? 18 dog treats and 6 dogs. So you're going to need to look for that combination in here. All right, so I went over that kind of quickly because I'd already done it with you, but now when I went to go download it and get it ready to send, it was not there. So I apologize for that. I didn't add that in on our agenda either. So I will try to make a note of it on the agenda so that you know to do that as well. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. If you haven't finished all of your language arts, make sure you do your reading and language arts class. And don't forget to do your Edmodo questions for reading and math. All right, guys. Oop, I lost you. This is the day. I don't know. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. And it should be without any glitches, so we'll see.